Huh? A fire? Where am I? Trouble! I'd better get out of here. Fast! No idea how this happened, but I'd better stay away from that fire. This is weird. What's this supposed to depict? A toy? This looks familiar somehow. A flower bouquet? I wonder who they're for. The front door! Nope. Front doors are usually impregnable. There must be another way to escape! A decorative blanket, maybe? Looks sturdy. I should take it. Must be one of those trendy voice services. Just press the button and ask whatever you want. Whoa! What's going on with the electricity? I wish it was a real one, but it's just a digi window. And it's broken. No idea how this happened, but I better stay away from that fire. There, it's working, but maybe not for long. I need to get past that door. Impossible. It's jammed. I need to get it open, no matter what. It's not active, and Bert, I shouldn't worry. Those things are fireproof. Looks like a multitasks tribot. Let's switch it on. Nothing. Is it out of juice? If I'm not mistaken, this is a Meaningless. A multimedia holographic device to watch all your favorite programs and liveys for hours in the comfort of your home. Obviously, it won't work. Another tribot. No good. Are they broken? I always knew these were unreliable junk. Too bad. They could have helped putting out the fire. Locked. And in perfect shape. I don't think I can break that one. Locked. And in perfect shape. I don't think I can break that one.
Welcome.
Yikes!
Unidentified user. Please provide name and function.
My name? It's,
Alert, level 5. Burglary in process.
What the?
Please remain still until agents arrive to arrest you.
I'm no thief, Triangle Head. And don't you have more urgent business to take care of? Like the fire?
Inappropriate attitude detected. Request for applicable disposition. Database search in progress. Network unreachable. Closest range of action in local data is neutralize the individual at all costs.
That tin can is crazy. No point trying to reason with these things.
Please don't interrupt the destruction process.
Here it comes. I'm glad this was the only mad robot here. Whoops! Yeah. Yep. Looks like this was the last one. Hey, a door just unlocked. That smoke. That's unbearable. Well, I need to find a way out of here. Fast. Whoa! What happened here? I better be... Rocks? Where did these come from? They're blocking the way. Leah! Hang on! I'm right here!
It's you.
Don't talk! You'll wear yourself out. I'll get you out of here.
No need.
Why are you saying that?
You know why.
No, I don't. What happened? Leah? Leah! She passed out. I need to help her. Quick! Leah! Wake up! It's useless. Her leg is stuck. I need... No way. It's too heavy. I'll need a tool to help me move the furniture. I can't go too far from Lee. Whoa! What happened here? I can't even see the bottom. I better be careful. Whoa! What happened? I better be... A diploma. Some rewards? Medical Discovery of the Year. Are these Leah's? Why can't I remember? Huh? I thought I saw some kind of weird inscription there. Never mind. I must have dreamt it. Rocks. They're blocking... Rocks. They're blocking the... Those won't help me move the furniture. What if I remove that metal bar? There you go. No way. It's too heavy. I'll need a tool to help me move the furniture. No.
All your fault,
What?
murderer.
Leah, what are you saying? I just found you. You're gonna make it. I promise.
Liar. You killed me. You killed him.
Stop it. You know I'd never do anything like that.
Worthless. Dangerous. How could you lie to everyone? Even yourself.
Stop it, please.
Shouldn't have trusted you. My son isn't safe with you.
That's not true. I'm taking good care of him. Wait. Something's not right. Where is...
Criminal. Doomed.
I need to focus to get you out of here. Hold on. I'll try it again. It's so heavy. Oh, no. I'm sorry. I love you, but I'm just not strong enough.
Should have known.
What's going on? I'll get some help. Don't move.
Of course. Running away, like always.
I'm not, but
You'll be judged for your sins.
no. No! The ground! Is everything collapsing? I'll stay here with you till the end.
Liar! You left me alone.
No, I won't.
I'll never forget. I'll never forgive you.
No! No! Oh.
Morning. Another nightmare, huh?
I guess.
Somebody called you earlier.
Who?
How would I know? Check your phone.
Right. Whoa, 6 phone calls from the same guy? I'd better call them back.
Finally. I thought you'd never reply.
Yeah, sorry, I had personal issues. So tell me, your name is Sin? Do you need my services?
Of course I do. You're my last hope. Please, come to my apartment. I've sent you the address.
Wait, aren't you gonna tell?
There's no time, and the line could be tapped.
Okay.
Hurry!
Why do I only get weird clients? I'd better get ready. My good old sparring partner. It's had rough days, but it's still kicking. Whenever I feel like hitting something, it's there for me. I can gain some experience by throwing a few punches. Just have to get myself into fighting position. Yeah. Whoops.
You're such a lout.
A cat statue. I used to play this instrument when I was young. Not much left. Ugh, goat cheese. I buy these for Graf. I refuse to eat something produced by another person's body. Gross. Ah, I remember. Someone paid me with this energy drink. I'll take it. Might get thirsty on the way. Pompolos fruits. These cost a fortune and are full of chemicals, but I like to eat real food. I'll leave the other one for Graf.
You know I don't like those.
But you gotta eat solid stuff. Can't grow up with sodas.
I mean, can't I?
Leah. I still can't make any sense of these nightmares. It didn't happen that way. I wasn't there. The only picture I have left. We were happy together, even if it was short-lived. What would a detective be without a magnifying glass? Not exactly high-tech, but that's how I like it. I should take it. The only picture I have left. We were happy to... The only picture I have left. We were happy together. Hey! What's going on with the auto-clean tribot?
Dunno. Been stuck like that since morning.
Maybe I should... Ah! That thing electrocuted me!
Oh well. Looks like we're both stuck at home today.
Impossible. I need to get rid of it. Oh, there's an ad under my clothes. That could be useful. I know, it's a mess. But I'm used to it now. Gotta make the best out of each tiny bit of space available.
It's your turn.
What? Already?
No, last week.
Man, time flies. Hey, how are you doing?
Don't you have some errand? Don't mind me.
But I just want to have a little chat before I go.
All right, what is it?
This is Graf. I've been taking care of him since his mother died 5 years ago. Hard to believe it's been that long. I've been so busy trying to make ends meet, I've barely seen him grow up. How are you lately?
I'm okay.
You're sure? You don't seem very...
I said I'm okay! Got it?
All right. He's stressed out. How come you're not at school?
You mean the Consciousness Center?
Whatever. It used to be called school in my day.
I'm taking it 10. My eco-manager teacher broke his ankle. He doesn't have a Medi-Tribot. Can you believe it?
We don't either.
Yeah, but that's only because you're poor as a church mouse. School teachers are drummers.
Yeah. Bunch of arrogant people who can't move a finger without a doohickey to help them.
Yeah, you married one.
Right. Your mom was different. you want this? It's pretty cool.
Don't you have a client waiting for you?
Hey, take a look at...
Later.
This was your mother's.
So? Why are you showing me this now?
Well, someday it'll be yours.
Great.
Hey, you want some pocket money?
Oh, sure. You know my account is limited. I'd prefer you give it to me directly instead of asking an AI for some.
Here, 30 units.
Awesome, thanks.
Take care.
Yeah. Hey, where do you think you're going?
Your room?
Yes, my room.
All right. But I gotta clean it sometimes.
No, we have an auto-clean tribot for that.
True. Maybe I should put it back up. Hey, this probably came up with a chili con insect I ate in bed last night. Maybe I should take a quick shut-eye. Much better. Can't. That cleaning bot prevents me from... Yep. Yep. Sorry, little bot.
Great, who's gonna do the cleaning now?
Don't worry, I'll have Shay fix it. The tank is full. It collected a lot of fur. Must be what caused the issue.
Not my fault. Don't look at me like that.
Oh no. Shouldn't have touched it. Now I'm covered in cat fur. Maybe I should take a quick shot. Oh, look at the time! Another call?
Hey, where are you?
Well, on my way.
I said it was urgent. Please hurry.
Okay. Gee, what's up with that guy? Never had such a stressed client before. That doesn't bode well. It won't turn on. Poor little thing. It's been rusting here for days. I wonder what it's for and where it comes from. Later. I'm partial to showering after my nightly fight. Our mailbox. Graf drew a little cat and croc drawing on it, so we can easily spot it. It's shut, and I can't open it from there. The mail security system.
Please confirm your identity by pressing the touch panel.
Security. Tighter security, always more security. When did the world become so complex?
You've got mail.
I was afraid it was gonna say that. my biggest source of stress. Opening that rack. Tons of bills, security notices, more laws and advertisements. Let's get this over with. Just one bill? Great! Wire energy bill? 245 units? Must be Graf. He's constantly in front of screens. Can't blame him, though. There's nothing much exciting to do around here. Say, another paper. Please note, due to numerous fraud attempts, direct transfer from phones is no longer accepted. What? All payments must now be processed through pipe terminals within 2 days of receiving your bill? Oh, great. I'm gonna have to find one of those. And most importantly, how am I gonna find so much dough on such short notice? I can hold it in for several days if needed. There are more urgent matters.
Don't play with us. The boss won't like it. So, hand over the moolah.
Mr. Squealer, did you take a good look? Do you really expect someone like me to have that kind of money?
Who cares? Them's the rules. You make a deal, you pay. Or else.
Oh, well, I guess this is gonna hurt then.
Hey, what's your problem? Leave the old man alone.
None of your business. Get the heck out of here. And as for you...
Ugh! Can you end me quickly? Please, I'm done suffering.
Oh, I'll make you suffer, buddy.
Enough. You're gonna regret it. Yep.
Oh! You'll pay for this.
They're gone. Are you okay?
Don't worry about me. What was that about?
You really shouldn't have interfered. I don't have much longer to live anyway.
Don't say that. And you didn't answer my question.
It's a long story, but in short, I owe money. You see, I've been diagnosed with heart strain, which is incurable. Some days, the pain is hard to bear. I figured those rats could provide me with some drugs to suppress it. I just wanted to enjoy life before it's too late.
I'm so sorry to hear that. Although, when there's life, there's hope. No disease is ever incurable. One just has to search thoroughly. I've lived with a chemist long enough to know that.
Theoretically, but no one cares about us slummers.
In any case, you shouldn't be staying here in the cold. Come to our apartment. There's not much space, but We'll find a way.
That's very nice of you, but I can't accept. I've already caused you enough trouble as it is. I fear they'll come after you.
Just let them. I'll show them the meaning of respect your elders. Sorry, I didn't mean to imply.
Don't worry about it, but please don't insist. This is my choice.
All right. But I'll find a way to help you somehow. I promise.
You have your whole life ahead of you. Don't waste it on people like me.
I want to, and it's my decision as well.
All right. Here's the last medical prescription I've got. This dates back to my time as a drummer, before they expelled me.
Expelled?
You know the rules. Only valid people are able to stay, unless you've got family to pay. And I don't. This medicine helped stabilize my disease. I'm not sure you can still get anything with this old cardboard piece, but take it. I wish I had something more useful to offer you.
That's fine. I'll manage.
Thank you, my boy.
Those are squealers, weren't they?
Correct.
I thought they were exiled a decade ago.
Yeah, at least that's what most people believe. However, some of them stay hidden in the shadows, infiltrating our society. My disease made me weak. They took advantage of the situation. But I don't blame them.
How can you say that? They just tried to murder you.
Yes, but I couldn't pay them back. I don't regret it, though. The drugs give me more time. I did everything I wanted.
Still, they shouldn't go as far as threatening to kill you. There's just no excuse.
Be careful, boy. There's no such thing as black and white.
He said not to get involved or I'd get into trouble. Maybe he's right, but I can't help it. I need to help the poor chap. Here.
My boy, I may be a tramp, but money isn't what I need right now.
Sorry, I just wanted to help.
Save your money, it'll be more useful to you.
I've got to go, but I'll be back soon.
Be careful, boy.
According to the message, my client lives in Center Basic 568. That block is near this street. Let's go check it out. All kinds of stuff related to the Untail. I'm not a believer. Hello.
Hello, sir. Would you like anything?
Just chatting for now. How's business?
Could be better, but I'm not complaining. As long as I earn enough to make a living, it's fine. I like this job, even if you see all kinds of weird stuff going on.
What do you mean?
Like this morning, I got up early to prepare the stand. There was this big man sleeping, like right around the corner, in his underwear. I was worried he would scare off the customers, so I tried to wake him up. And boy, was it hard. I thought I wouldn't ever get him to stand up. That poor man. He said he couldn't remember drinking, but has no memory from the night before. He probably took some drugs.
A homeless guy?
Nope. He told me he's a policeman. Goes to show that even drummers aren't so happy with their lives after all. For a policeman to go that low, that's really bad. It doesn't matter how much they flash their shiny badge around town. They've got their share of troubles too.
Yeah, all about maintaining that image. All kinds of stuff related to the That bridge used to be a dazzling piece of art, welcoming citizens every day. Now a shadow of the past.
Hey, that's a collectible ad.
Whatever's inside must control the power around here. Ooh, messing with power cables brings up bad memories. I'll pass. The info phone. It's displaying a list of the residents. Sin's name. Yep, maybe I should give him a ring. Ugh, that button is busted. It's blocking the way. A building must have collapsed recently. All sectors are falling apart, piece by piece. Security's a bit tighter here than it is at my place. I'm glad we don't have this spying contraption in our block.
There you go. Hey, after all these years, their panel is still working? Exclusive. Attempted Squealer's coup d'etat fails thanks to brand new military droids named Tribots. That's old news. Something's in there.
Nice. An ad coupon. As an outsider, one might think that some punks have damaged these mailboxes. However, I'd wager it was the residents themselves. I have to admit that all those security protocols are annoying. You'll only find these in the... and some of us... I could swear... Yeah, female voices. No surprise. Most stay home pretty much all day. Yeah, no surprise.
Go ahead.
At last, here you are!
Truly sorry. I had some difficulties on the way. So, what's the fuss?
I'm in deep trouble. I've lost my crippling gun.
That's all? Why is it so important?
I'm gonna lose my job, that's why! I'm kinda new on the force. If I tell the chief I messed up, he'll fire me! I just can't afford it!
So you're hiring me to find that gun? Okay. How much can you offer?
500 unis.
1,000.
I can't! 500 is all I can afford! Please! I'm begging you!
Wish I was better at negotiating. Tell me more. Any idea where you lost it?
Last night, I was on duty in Drummer Street. I'm absolutely certain I lost it during my watch in alley number 12. I had it before.
Then why don't you search for it yourself?
I can't go outside. If someone notices me without the gun, I'm done for.
Aren't you exaggerating a bit?
Are you from the police department?
Of course not. I can't stand them.
Then you don't know. Trust me.
Drummer Street, you say? There's a border post to enter the area. I can't pass it.
You're a detective. I thought you had credentials to examine the drums.
Nope. All my clients are slummers. I usually don't go near the dome.
Great.
You're a cop. Can't you give me something? Call your colleagues, maybe?
I said it. I'm new. I have no one I can trust.
In that case, give me your uniform and your badge. I'll impersonate you.
Impossible. We don't use badges anymore. There's a body scan at the entrance of the dome. It can't be faked.
Darn. You're right. Then, I know. I have a friend who can do wonders with technology. She will find a way to get through.
Wonderful! Now, go ahead. What are you waiting for?
Hey, I'm gonna take some risks for you. You could be a bit more gracious.
Please, Mr. Detective, hurry up!
Better, but I won't move until I get enough information.
What now?
I'd like to inspect your apartment. Experience tells me things are often hidden right before our eyes.
But I told you, I lost it on Drummer Street.
I insist. Let me do my job. Rule number 3 in my book: never blindly trust your client.
Go ahead, but hurry!
How come you're living in the slums? I could have sworn cops were drummers.
You're wrong. I don't earn that much.
But are slummers allowed on the police force? I thought...
Please stop the useless questions and do your job. There's no time to waste.
So I'm doing lost and found today? I shouldn't complain. I've had worse jobs. Although I can't shake the feeling that something's not right. Well, I'm used to it anyway. Things always go wrong. Thanks for the info.
Hurry up!
A tablet. Looks like he used it to perform some searches on the tri-web. Find lost item. Pawn shop. Medication, deep sleep. Cheap detective? Guess I should be glad to be well ranked for that search term. Let's see.
Hey, don't touch my jacket!
Don't worry. I'm just rummaging through your pocket to see.
Aha! I found a flyer.
One of those activists in the street must have put it there. Keep it. I don't care.
Without searching through it, I can see an empty bottle of hot juice. Perfect to get drunk as a skunk. What's this button for?
Don't! It's my... bed.
Oh.
Oh, I didn't have that one.
What's that? Looks like some kind of... Whoops.
I don't believe it. You've broken it.
Really sorry. What's that exactly?
Remote control. For my, tablet.
In that case, no worries. My friend is an electronic genius. She'll fix it in no time.
That's mine! I didn't allow you to take it!
Trust me, I'll fix it. I owe it to you.
All right. But hurry up and find that gun! You're wasting time here!
How lucky. An all-in-one washing machine. Wash yourself, your clothes, or both at the same time. This mirror has seen better days. Just like myself. How lucky. Wash your... Quite the stack. Looks like the guy loves to drink. Something stuck beside the mirror. A picture of sin with a woman and a little girl? That cup doesn't seem important. However, there are 2 pills beside it. I'll take one. Without searching through it, I can see an empty bottle of hot, perfect to get drunk as... What's in there?
Just food and clothes. What do you expect?
Do you mind if I open it?
I didn't call you to check my fridge.
Just a look-see? Who knows? Maybe you left the gun in there. Guess not. Nothing in particular.
You know, I'm starting to question your detective skills.
Act before thinking.
That's what Grandpa always said.
It usually works.
Not when we're short on time. Oh gosh, if someone finds the gun before me.
Got it. I'll speed up the pace. Ward fridges are such a nice invention. Cold air is pushed to the top so the hot air stays at the bottom to keep the clothes warm.
Don't tell me you're gonna steal something from my fridge!
Not stealing. Just, consider this an advance payment. Besides, I can't do my job properly on an empty stomach.
You gotta be kidding me.
Oops. This leads to the bathing area.
Hey, who the heck are you? Get lost.
Not very friendly. This gizmo can be used for paying invoices and getting a daily pill. Let's give it a whirl. Nothing's happening. Is it broken?
It is. It's been like this since yesterday, but no one has repaired it yet.
Just my luck.
You don't say. I set up my stall here for a reason, but no one comes around anymore.
Are there any others around here?
Probably, though I've heard the same thing has happened at other places in the slums.
Really? I haven't heard about this.
Oh, you know, the media is all controlled by the government.
You think so?
Of course. In any case, it's kind of worrying. We need these.
Yeah. Had too many other things going on to worry about.
Everyone's saying the same thing. We need to stay positive and have faith in a brighter future.
A Toxel pill dispenser. Darn, it's busted. Hi.
Hello.
You, look kinda depressed? Especially for a robot.
You don't know the half of it.
So, are you gonna tell me?
Please don't talk to me. Dismay can be contagious.
Oh, come on. It can't be that bad. After all, you're alive. I mean...
Do not worry about me.
Poor thing. He may be just a machine, but I can't help feeling bad for him. Gotta go, but no worries. I'll be back soon.
Don't bother.
If these are what I think they are, I'd better behave. What's this for? What the? Shay! Huh. Hey! Shay!
Oh, hi, bro. How you doing?
What the heck is that abomination of a machine near the door?
Abomination?
You mean the circular saw? Pretty neat, huh?
Neat? That thing almost killed me!
Well, you know, the slums aren't very safe for lone women. So, I built this ultimate crime detection device. The way you press the first button gives out a lot of information. Blood pressure, DNA, stress level. Got nasty intentions. The system detects it and triggers the saw. Now tell me, are you feeling angry or stressed lately?
Are you insane?
Well, yeah. All right. I'll render it non-lethal then. But it will lose efficiency.
Deactivate it. Now!
Okay. But only during the day. I've got valuable stuff in here. So, why are you here?
I need your help to get across the border post.
I knew this day would come. See, I've prepared the perfect response to this.
For real?
Now, where did I put it? Just a sec. Gotta search. There we go. Only 2 types of things can cross the border: authorized citizens registered in the mainframe, and controlled merchandise. Any living thing stored in packages will be automatically destroyed. Therefore, the best solution consists of killing you.
Not an option.
I know! Well, technically this would work, but if you're not willing to try... Okay, the only other way isn't much easier. How to become an authorized citizen. The border post scans the user at the entrance in order to get a body print. This information is then compared to data contained within the local border post server. Each border post owns a copy of the data, which is replicated from into a central mainframe. Thus, you need to access one of these servers, add your body print, and ta-da! You're allowed to cross like a regular dome citizen.
Doesn't sound too hard.
Oh, I forgot to mention the deadly security equipment guarding the server. Nothing you can't handle, though.
Well, thanks for the vote of confidence. I'm starting to wonder if that job is really worth the trouble.
I promised not to interfere with your PI job, but you're seeing the glass half empty. Think of it as half full instead.
Pray tell.
If you become an allowed citizen, you can start prospecting new clients in the drums. And get rich.
That's a big if. Those rich folks will never be interested in a stinky, low-grade detective like me. But I guess it's worth a shot.
That's the spirit, bro.
My best friend. We've known each other since kindergarten. A little rough around the edges, but I trust her with my life. Well, maybe a bit less since that saw incident. Can you repair this tablet remote control?
A tablet remote control? Let me see. Where'd you get that?
My client. He's a policeman, and it was dropped accidentally.
That explains it. That ain't no tablet remote control, mister. This is police equipment, and if I'm not mistaken, it's used to remotely deactivate any kind of electronic devices. Cameras or mimes, for instance.
Really? Why would the police disable cameras?
To enter private property safely, I guess. Or shady things.
Well, doesn't matter. Please tell me you can fix it.
Already done.
What? Already?
It's only cosmetic damage. It's working fine.
Oh. Thanks anyway. Can I turn off or damage tribots with that?
This sends small impulsions and needs to recharge itself, so I wouldn't bet on it. Give it a try on smaller things, though.
Oh, my cleaning bot is all messed up. It shocked me.
I see.
Can you fix it?
Yes, but you're better off leaving it in pieces.
What? Why?
Listen, you said it yourself. That bot is dangerous. It electrocuted you. Even if I fix it, what proves it won't hurt you again? Would you feel confident staying in the same room as a murderer?
Huh? We're talking about a machine here. A Hoover.
So what? I have a better idea. Judging from the aspect, this model is at least 30 years old, right?
Yeah, I got it from the dump close to my apartment. But it worked fine. At least until now.
One of the components contains Ustom. That ore has run out on the surface of the planet. It's not used anymore, but I can sure have some use for it. So, here's my offer. I buy it back from you for 200 unis. With that money, you can buy a new one. Then, it's a deal?
Knowing you, I'm pretty sure it's worth 10 times more, but okay. Take it.
Good! I've credited your 200 unis.
I just wonder what I'll say to Graf. He liked it.
I see. That's Graf's seasonal hair loss, huh?
How did you know? Here's high technology.
From the last century. Do I look like a pharmacist?
I thought you could do anything.
Almost anything, except delivering prescriptions.
Still, got any advice?
Go to a pharmacy. What?
Thanks again for the convenient screwdriver key.
Oh, I thought... nothing.
I'm on my way.
Wait. Aren't you going to do a little training before tonight's...
Tonight's what?
the fight, of course?
Oh yeah, but...
You forgot again? We do that every night.
Well... Really sorry. Memories keep slipping from my mind these days. Someday I might even forget my name.
I see. Your brain is like Coca-Cola's soda fizz, full of bubbles.
Yeah.
Cheer up. I'm used to it. That's part of the package of doing business with you. Let me explain everything from the start. I own a virtual arena equipment running on a non-regulated site of the Triweb. You do the fighting, I do the managing. Spectators bet on your performance. The better you fight, the more money I'll make. The money we'll make. I'll give you a share of the pie.
What percentage are we talking about?
40.
What? I agreed to this?
You'll have to take my word for it.
Feel like I'm being conned.
Hey, I'm taking risks too. These events aren't fully legal, you know? Besides, without my equipment, you wouldn't get anything at all.
Yeah. Get to the important part. How do I fight?
The cabin detects your vital readings and summarizes them into a single life bar which everyone can see.
Everyone?
That's kinda... indiscreet.
You should have read the paragraph about private life before signing. The program includes AI virtual opponents. Bots, if you prefer. They're easy to get rid of. Their appearance and moves are based off of people and things you've seen in real life. However, the real objective comes only with the night fight. After progressing through the level, you'll encounter your true opponent, the Master, a real person. That's what the public is here for, an epic and decisive battle.
Sounds dangerous.
No pain, no gain. Each time you get hit, your life bar gets depleted. Not only that, but lasers in the cabin make you feel the impact, as if you really took a blow. Amazing, huh?
I wouldn't say that.
You're fine, as long as your life bar doesn't get emptied.
What? Don't tell me.
You can die. Oh, technically, yes. This can't happen. Relax. Fatal blows can't happen during training. Only in night fights. The thrill of death drastically increases the bets. And when you're about to run out of health, you can escape. I'll send you a reminder. No worries. I wouldn't risk losing you.
That's pretty reassuring. Thanks.
I mean, it'd be a lot of trouble to find someone crazy enough to replace you.
I take that back.
Good luck, bro.
Yeah, gonna need a lot of it. All inventors need their own monkey wrench. May I have it?
No.
Ah, I've heard about those. Put some meal replacement tube in there and it reconstitutes something that looks like real food.
It's not looks like. This is real food. Give it a try.
Not a chance. Shay's definitely the biggest fan of meal replacements in tubes around here.
What do you mean replacement? They contain everything you need to live healthy.
Says who?
Science.
Science doesn't sustain me. I need real food. Not much in here.
I don't like throwing things away. These little bits and pieces could be useful someday.
And a bank account in the red. At least I've got something in common with Shay. Is that a bike?
It used to be. I converted it into a hover. Much more useful.
For you, maybe. I should know better than to mess with Shay's computer.
Especially when I'm right here.
A toolbox. Maybe that screwdriver could be useful?
You don't need mine. Remember, the tip of your apartment key double serves as a screwdriver. And it automatically adapts to all sizes.
Oh yeah, that's right. You did that for me. What's that? Are you hiding children in here?
Bro, never. I hate brats. These are drawing attempts from artificial intelligences I worked on. I thought I could make some money by winning this art competition.
They're not very good.
That's an understatement. Robots are capable of many things, but artistic talents are very much out of their league. At least, for the way the human brain interprets it.
You can't reproduce the human creative side with algorithmies?
Well, I've read a lot of studies. Theoretically, we could reproduce the entire human brain. Except for creativity. AIs can mimic some patterns, but designing something from scratch by themselves and looking good? That's the only thing even you will always have an advantage over.
Hey, no bot has ever matched me when it comes to fighting. A robot hunter trophy?
No, silly. It's just a mask I use to protect myself from the heat when I'm welding.
Shay's anti-intrusion system must be in there. Full of useless doodads.
To each his own.
Ugh. How long has this been here? Some kind of plant grew in it.
Oh, so that's where I left my cup of energy up.
No comment. That's a weird drawer. And it's locked. I wish I wasn't being spied on, even here.
It's for your own safety. What if something happens to you while you're in there?
Don't you get life readings and all kinds of figures?
Yeah, but I can't take my eyes off of you.
Very funny. Hey, that's a collectible ad. Oh, I'm exhausted.
It's fun. Use this for a rest.
Yeah, I should have guessed. It's Shay's creation, after all. Oh man, look at the time. I'd better get moving.
See ya.
Should I do a little training? Can't leave yet. Gotta ask Shay for more info.